Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I've posted a video. I guess 2 weeks ago my face wasn't cooperating. It still really isn't cooperating. In fact, I feel like it never cooperates with me. Last week I just got trashed. We had our company Christmas / New Year's party and I got a little crazy. I didn't feel up to recording the next day. I actually felt like dying. Like death would have been a better choice than the pain I was feeling that day. Anyways, this week I want to talk about how I became debt-free, some of the things that I did, how it helped me. Maybe it will help you. So let's get started! The first thing I recommend is getting on a budget. I feel like when people hear the word budget, they think like only poor people do that. But that is totally false. People who are on a budget are the smart people. For the longest time, I wasn't living on a budget. I just spent my money without thinking. And in the end, I would look at my bank account and be like, where'd all my money go? I don't know what happened. Every time I looked at the bank account, I felt like I wasn't in control. Getting yourself on a budget puts you in control of your money instead of having your money control you. When I first started, my friend Jill, who introduced me to this whole world of debt-freeness, just gave me a piece of paper with like a chart. And at the bottom, I would write down my spending categories. So for the first month, she just had me keep track of my spending. It sounded kind of tedious because I had to pay attention to where my money was going, like keeping receipts and then going home and filling out the graph, like okay, I spent this much, I spent this much. It was kind of annoying, but totally worth it. Because once I saw where all my money was going, I thought to myself, wow, I am wasting a lot of money. By doing that, it made me want to keep me from spending because I could see where my money was going. I did that maybe for a month or two with the graph and coloring in my spending. I wanted to find another way to keep track of my spending because I wouldn't always keep up with it 100%. So I got in contact with a friend of mine. He introduced me to a budgeting software called YNAB. You need a budget, which is so true. You need a budget. We all need a budget. America needs a budget. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. He sent me the website and I checked it out. I decided to download it and give it a try. I was kind of like iffy about it because it cost $60 and I thought I have to spend money to save money. I don't understand why I would have to do that. So I just tried the 30-day trial just to try it out and I freaking loved it. It was so easy to use and I can link it to my phone and to my tablet and everything syncs. So it's really nice, it's really convenient. So when I spend something, I can immediately log it in and it like takes care of that. I still use it now. I use it every day. I don't know how I would live without it because it really keeps me on track and it keeps me in control of where my money's going. If you are looking for a budgeting software, check it out. It's called YNAB. YNAB. I'm not being sponsored by them, but if you guys want to sponsor me, I'm down for it. I really just like this software, so check it out if you're interested. Another thing I did, and again, I'm not being sponsored by this, but I wouldn't mind if I was, is I bought the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover book. And when I was buying it, I thought, why am I spending money to try to save money? This just does not make sense, but it works. I feel like an infomercial right now. So I bought the book and I'm not one to like really read for pleasure, but this book just like lit a fire on my ass. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so gung-ho for this. I have to do this. He like explains step by step how to do it, how to get debt free, and then what else to do with your money. It's not a boring read and it's actually a fast read. And so if you just get started and then you start to like understand and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I knew that. Why didn't I just, apply that? It clicks. like, oh my god, why haven't I been doing this the whole time? Within the book, there are like stories of people who became debt free. They're like their story, like how they did it, where they were, and then what they're doing now. And so it just like motivated me even more. So if you need like a pick-me-up or just to get started, I recommend buying his book. It's called The Total Money Makeover. So aside from getting on a budget and getting that Total Money Makeover book, things that I actually did on a daily basis. So once I started this journey, I cut back on a lot. I definitely cut back on going out to eat. And then I would buy groceries at the local grocery store. My eating habit changed, and then I would cook at home to save money. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in Korea they eat a lot of kimchi. What is kimchi? It is spicy fermented cabbage. It's really delicious. Don't knock it till you try it. Kimchi is oddly enough expensive in Korea. The school I was going to, the nutrition teacher gave me like a Tupperware, like a huge Tupperware of kimchi anytime I asked for it. So I saved a lot of money there. So eating at home, buying your groceries on the cheap, and getting free kimchi, that saved me a lot of money. So, again, I would eat at home and then meet up with my friends later and then maybe order something small if I could, or not order anything at all. In fact, there was one time my friends, who are also very awesome, just wanted me to go hang out with them. And I said, oh, already ate, I'm good. So they said I can just hang out with them. And I told them, I'm not hungry, already ate, but let's hang out. So we went to a barbecue joint. I want to say I enjoyed this the most because I'm not one to talk with a group of friends. I'm usually just like listening or eating. I usually don't have a lot to say, but I like to stay busy. I don't want to just be sitting there. So since I wasn't eating, I was cooking the barbecue for them. And I really enjoyed that. I don't know if they knew that, but I really just had fun, like not feeding them, but like cooking and then putting it on their plate. People who have been to Korea know what I'm talking about, like cooking the barbecue or have eaten at a Korean barbecue place. You cook it yourself. So I had fun doing that. But the nicest thing was, even though I wasn't hungry and I had no intentions to eat, they were like, eat, Jeff, just eat. I was like, no, I'm good. Already ate, I'm not gonna spend any money, I'm good. They're like, dude, just eat, we got it. And they all paid for me. I mean, it was a group of us, maybe like 8 to 10 people. We were just hanging out and they were so nice. I just remember that they were so nice to just let me eat. And I know to them it might not have seemed like a big deal. I want to say thank you to you guys, to my friends, my Busan family, for helping me out, even though I didn't really ask for it. No, that sounds mean. I just want to say thanks for helping me out. I really do appreciate it. Sorry if I got off track a little bit, but that's kind of how I like stayed within my budget and saved money, because I had people who would buy me food and drinks because they're awesome. That sounds like I was taking advantage of them, but I definitely wasn't. Another thing I did was I made that chart. I still have that chart. I think it's back here. The coloring chart to like mark off how much I had left. And also seeing that, coloring it in, just like motivated me even more. If you're like a visual person, you need something visual to actually see progress. When you see progress, it makes you feel good and it makes you feel motivated to do more because you can see it. I recommend some sort of visual to help you get to your goal of becoming debt-free or whatever your goal is. These are just some of the things I did to reach my goal. It was a lot of sacrifice, but totally worth it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please write them down below. I would be happy to answer any of your questions that you have about living in Korea, trying to become debt-free while living in Korea, whatever questions you got. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully my face will be a little more cooperative. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye! Google, ain't nobody talking to you?